Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is a video request that someone wanted me to do, one of my subscribers. And the question was, is it ever too old to become a rapper or to still be rapping? And, I really think in my, just looking at it from a professional point of view and then looking at it just from someone who is just a fan of hip-hop, it really just depends on the situation. If you're someone who is, in your 30s, I'm talking 35 years old, you creeping up into 40 years old, and you still out here, trying to get a record deal, and you try to portray certain young images, like, with the chains, and just talking about a whole bunch of garbage, someone 19 years old probably be talking about, I think you need to hang it up. Take your mic, and put it in a drawer somewhere and hang it up. But then when we look at it from another point of view, we look at people like, Jay-Z and Nas and Eminem, those guys that, are not young anymore, but came into the game when they were young. I think for them, they can still come out and still be rap artists or hip-hop artists because they came into the game when they were young. So that has always been your talent. You sold the records, you done the touring, you made the money, you've made a name for yourself, and you might have took a little break off, but that doesn't mean that art form and that love for hip hop is gone. So therefore, from that point of view, you were somebody who already been in the game, keep doing your thing. Now I'm gonna talk about it from another point of view. Let's say you're somebody that's in your 30s or whatever, or even your 40s, and you genuinely just like rapping. It's a hobby for you. Maybe you don't take it serious to the point where you're looking for a record deal, but maybe you've had some success independently. You're out there doing shows, even at your age. You're making mixtapes or albums that are doing pretty good in the street or on an independent level. I think from that point of view, providing the type of success you're doing and providing the type of I would say progression you have within your rapping ability, you might can continue to do that. Now, a lot of times, record companies, when it comes to hip-hop is a young art form. It's a young man's game. So when you start creeping up into 35, 36, 37, or on your 40, you talking about you want to be a hip-hop artist, it's very hard for record labels to look at you like, okay, this is someone that we want to work with because they're marketable. Because the older you get, if you don't already have that fan base and the fan base that might have started listening to your music while you were young and they've kind of grew with you, if you don't already have that fan base, it's very hard for record companies to market you, because now you're a brand new artist. Then you're looking at a game that's made for a young man. Half of, but pretty much all of hip-hop consumers are young people. So you got this old cat, gray hair and shit, crusty balls, coming in the game trying to be a rapper at the age of 40. And it's like, why? Nobody relates to you. Nobody can really get a visual picture of you. Like, yo, I want to follow behind that person's brand as a new artist, So it really just depends on the type of avenue you coming from with it. If you're somebody 35 and up, and you're not really that successful as far as with your music or whatever, I'm not saying give up rapping, but when it comes to a professional type of career or whatever, as far as hip hop, it's pretty much a rap for you. I'm not saying people can't rap, as a hobby or whatever, because you got some people who are in their 50s now that were rapping, never got a record deal, none of it, and they genuinely just like rapping, as a hobby or whatever. Maybe they'll play it at a family function or whatever. So, it really just depends on what point of view you're coming from with it. But that's my opinion on it, from a professional point of view and, just a fan of hip-hop. But, like I said, once you start getting, to be in your mid-30s, 40s, 45 years old, and you haven't made it to the point where you feel like it can generate a comfortable stature of revenue for you, you might want to go out there and go back to school. Go get a trade. Go do something, just like a normal American citizen would do. Nothing's wrong with having a regular 9-to-5 job or taking your ass to school. There's nothing wrong with that, because like I said before, and I always say this to young guys that want to be in the music industry, whether you rapping or whatever, or even if it's a professional sport, you need to always have an education. You know, if you come into the rap game very young, learn the business. When you get into the rap industry or the music industry, you need to know the business part of it pretty much more than even the actual art form, because there's so much intricate details that come with business in the music industry. You know, it's unbelievable. And if you don't know your business, if you don't know about contracts, if you don't know about certain percentages that come out, if you don't know all the expenses that are coming out when you're on tour, your album sales, or you're doing certain promo shows and stuff like that, if you don't know what's going on, you will get fucked in the ass. You know, and I can't stress that enough. You know, you're getting this knowledge from someone who actually works in the industry, and I see it every single day. People getting knocked over with these bullshit contracts. You know, so you gotta learn the business part of it. You know, if you do happen to get an opportunity in the music industry and with a contract or whatever, make sure you get your education. Make sure you learn the business side of it. Make sure you save some money, because artists nowadays are up today and down tomorrow. Make sure you have something saved up to where you can open up your own business, or open up your own record label, and so on and so on. So it's all about, you know, taking the opportunity and flip it. You know, whether you agree with Jay-Z or not, or whether you even like the guy, you have to respect the fact that he took what he learned, his money, and flipped it and made his own brand with it. You have to respect the guy from a business point of view. But that's my opinion on it. You give me you guys opinion on old ass rappers, or what age you think it's credible for you to just hang it up. You know, but I'm out. Peace.